What's going on, Internet? The Black Cog here on behalf of GamingIlluminati.com, and welcome to our first ever official GI game review discussion. I don't know what we're going to call this, but today I got with me Flock. Say what up to the people. JG. True. Nomad.
Yo, what up, everybody? Your boy Nomadic.
And we got Chaos with us.
Hola, it's me.
All right, so since this is the first one we're doing, I kind of want to explain what we're going to be doing here because I know a lot of you guys wanted to start doing game reviews. A lot of times we do be playing the same games, but we just never got around to doing reviews. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of talk about the game, various topics, kind of like how we do our movie reviews, and then at the end, stick to the end because we're going to go around the table. Everybody's going to give their score, and then once everybody gets their score, I'm going to put it in the calculator, average it, and whatever that score comes out to be, that's going to be the official GI score for the game. So I think this is going to be pretty dope. First things first with Dragon Ball FighterZ, let's talk about the story mode. Bandai Namco actually tried to do a story mode for Dragon Ball FighterZ. I mean, they tried it a little bit with Xenoverse, but I feel like with this one, they actually gave a real original story. It didn't really follow the Saiyan Dabu Saga timeline. Instead, we got a new character named Android 21, and she's sicking clones out into the world. And like you get to try out all the different characters to try to take down Android 21. How'd you feel about the story mode, Jay?
I didn't fully play through it, but from watching you all play and me playing it myself, I appreciated they actually tried to bring another story in and bring another character in. But yeah, you're literally doing the same thing over and over and over. There's literally like no transparency between what you're doing. You're just fighting clones and that's it. You're just progressing through the story. And I was expecting a little bit more. I thought that the actual like board game or whatever that you're playing would be a little bit like just have something else to it, but that's it. Like throughout all of the arcs, that's all that you're doing. All you're doing is just leveling up your characters. You get to try out different characters and save them. That's cool and all, but you don't do anything else. So they definitely failed in that aspect. But like I said, I guess they tried. So I'll give them that. I give them A for effort.
Okay. What about you, Chaos? I know you had some hands-on time with the story mode. What was your likes and dislikes with it?
I beat the story mode. I went all the way through. I thought the story was okay. It was good. Like writing-wise, I was kind of interested. But the structure of the story, I didn't like the map, like how to like get through the bosses or whatever. I thought that was boring and just fluff. So that's the boring part. The beginning arc. It's an intro, so it was boring. Second arc was boring. It didn't really get good till the ending, and even that, it kind of wasn't worth it for me. So like, yeah, it's A for effort, but like, didn't execute it very well. So like, it was whatever for me. I just played it to get Android 21. It was kind of like a chore towards the end.
Okay. What's the name? Flock, did you get any hands-on time with the story?
Yeah, I got past the first arc. And I thought I did something until Chaos and Steven told me, man, you still got 2 more to go. I was like, man, this stuff's long as hell. I mean, it was long. I don't really have much to base it off of like everyone else because I never played Xenoverse, and I'm not really big into anime and stuff, so I didn't really, it was just like it was all new to me. So
let me ask you this, because you're not a big anime fan. Do you feel like what you played of the story, did it convince you to maybe go check out the show?
Maybe. I mean, it's not on my bucket list or nothing, but if I'm not doing nothing and it's, and it happened to come across my fingertips, I'd watch it, but not really like a necessity for me to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my opinion on it was like I was excited at first until you actually play it. It's like be careful what you wish for because we always wish for an original storyline, but it's like really we should be wishing for a good original storyline because it's cool that my Android 21 is an original character, but like Chaos said, the whole storyboard thing, moving the pieces across the board, and then what makes it really annoying fighting the clones is you have to do it because in the story mode you have to level your characters up. If you don't, you'll have less health when you go into the boss fights. So like you're forced to fight these same characters over and over and over. And eventually it just got really boring. It got to the point where I was just like, F it, I'm going to take it the quickest path to the boss fight. And if you're not good at fighters, it might be a little bit difficult for you because you're going to have less health when you go into those fights. I think the only real highlight of the story mode is if you're an actual fan of the show, the dialogue between the different characters is pretty fun. And yeah, the references and stuff. Like there was like one cutscene where like Gotenks was if you pick Gotenks, Vegeta and Goku, like he asked, who am I supposed to call dad? That was kind of funny. And like, of course, like when Goten tries to help Nappa go Super Saiyan and stuff. But that stuff, like for someone like Flock, he's not going to understand it. So it's like, if you're not a fan of anime, you're not going to understand what that is. But if you are, there's those little treats there. But I don't know if that warrants enough for you to go through because I think it took me like 8 or 9 hours to finish. How long did it? I don't know. How long did it take you?
It sounds around 8 or 9. Like I try to go through it like each day.
Yeah, it was mostly just fluff. It was okay. It is what it is. How did y'all feel about the character selection, Nomad, in the game?
I think the cast was actually really well robust. I mean, granted, you got 2 different like Gokus and Vegetas, but they do play totally different movesets. And I think the only reason they did that because you gotta look at the actual moves in the game. They're like really simple moves: quarter circle forward, quarter circle back. There's no down up or like dragon motion, so you can't like really like change like to like Super Saiyan or something like that. So adding different versions of the character is fine. The game's still like, you know, it's still super young in its stage, so they'll add like probably characters people want to see eventually. But for the initial cast, it was good.
Jay, how you feel about the roster?
I'm kind of on the fence because I knew what Bandai Namco was going to do. As anybody who actually watched the DBZ series, all the sagas or whatever, like we know all the characters that they could potentially put in the game. It's cool to start off, but I just knew that they were going to do this because I feel like they're just going to milk every other character with DLC in the season pass, which are already about to do with these 2 new characters that are coming up, Bardock and Broly. But it's okay for now. I feel like it's a good base to start off, and I don't feel like any one character just pissing me off that much because I feel like they're pretty fair, like for all the characters that they have right now. So we'll see. But I just don't like the DLC formula. I already knew that they were going to do this.
I thought you hated Gohan.
He's all right. You just got to get used to him. I don't hate him as much as I first did because you just got to
About that later.
There's I feel like there's definitely tiers to this game. Like there's like once you get to like a if you play ranked, once you get to like about that I would say Frieza clan rank, you're gonna pretty much see the same characters. Goku Black, Kid Buu, both the gods, adult Gohan, 16. You're gonna pretty much see the same characters, and like it makes certain characters I feel like like I don't feel like any character in this game is trash, but like I feel like certain games suffer because
you won't see the other characters.
I feel like certain characters suffer because of the online issues, and that's why people don't use that. But we're gonna get into that later. But for the most part, I think the roster's okay. I just think there's too many Gokus, and there's rumors that there's more Gokus and Bardock coming. And because I don't know, Bardock is Goku's dad, and he looks just like Goku, just with a scar on his fucking face. So that's annoying. Did you have how did you feel about the roster? Did you like for someone who's new to anime fighters, Flock?
I just when I looked at it initially, I was just my whole thing was just try to find the person that's good for me and how I play. Just try to find the perfect blend of players I want to play with first. Because I wasn't like that. Like I knew the core people in the game, but when it started getting over to other people, and then I started noticing it was like, you had like this type of Goku, that type of Goku. It was just like y'all couldn't put somebody else in there. But I know what they're doing. You know what they're doing. It's a whole DLC thing. I would have liked to seen Master Roshi in there though.
True. It's possible because he got a nice little buff in Dragon Ball Super, so it's always possible. Did you have something to say?
Pay for him.
Did you have something to say, Chaos?
Yeah. With the character selection, I might be the only one that here like that really thinks like in the beginning I thought it was super trash character selection because if you think about it, they have 2 Gokus, 2 Vegetas, they have 2 Gohans, and that right there is like what 6 characters that are taking the spot
in the family tree.
In the whole exactly. So. And like some people, I thought I didn't really care about. Like they're kind of gimmicky. Like Captain Genyu's kind of gimmicky. Like don't get me wrong. Like if a good player plays him, they could become really good. With him.
I don't know. You seen Shofu's Captain Ginyu? What shit wasn't gimmicky?
That's what I'm saying. He's a good player with him. But don't get me like people who play him. They play him because he has that only person that could switch. That has those assists and Krillin, I mean, I might be the only one that.
Krillin's super low tier. He's definitely low tier.
Yeah, like I don't care about him. Like people,
I think Krillin's in there just because of nostalgia, for the fact that he is part of the core.
Yes,
he just should have been a story character. That's it.
Like bring him in there, but like character. I don't know.
I would have made him as an assist character, but you know, like how
you guys, you're trying to say about little people.
No, it's not about little people because
I'm trying to say Bulma has more purpose of being in the game than Krillin.
I'm as novice as they come with that game, and even I know that dude is pretty terrible.
Wow.
I wanted him to be good. I tried him in the lab for a while. He just doesn't work well. He's good.
He could be good in the right. He could be good in the right hands because I've seen somebody when we had some lobbies on the stream. I've seen somebody play him. I forgot who did it, but he was spamming that sensu bean, and then he would use that to set up his combos, and he was nasty with him. So he can be good, but like just for a pure button masher or someone who's just trying to pick up somebody quick, it's a learning curve.
He don't only get the hands, and when I mean by hands, everyone thinks like if you have a combo with a character that like but in the game there's a combo that everybody could use in the game, and so if Krillin could do that, I'm looking at what makes him separate from the other characters that I can do, basically, you know what I mean? So, and he doesn't bring anything new that I've seen.
The Krillin over Yamcha, okay. I mean, Yamcha over Krillin, that's crazy. I never thought I'd see the day. How y'all feel about the game mode, Nomad? How you feel like you satisfied with the different type of game modes it has to offer?
As far as like ranked casual and like the lobby stuff, all that, and party mode is super fun. The modes are fine. I don't think like there should be like so much extra in like a fighting game where you should have just a story, arcade mode, something you can set up lobbies. And
so you don't like when Tekken does like the bowling and the story mode, like the little side scroll?
Cool. It's quirky. It's quirky, but Tekken came out the gate like that, so that's just part of that core thing. But like, as for most of the other fighter games, like especially for this one coming out the gate the way it did, it's I feel like it's a complete package. Minus, I don't like the lobby system as far as like, you know, you gotta go into a world to do things. But other than that, though, I mean, I'm satisfied with it.
Like modes are a second like thought of in fighting games. Like that's why Injustice 2 was so big. Like they had the gear system, they had the multiverse. But like if a fighting game doesn't do that, I ain't mad at them because like they're focusing on gameplay and stuff.
Right. And like as far as the game modes go, like one of the biggest complaints has been the servers. How have the servers been treating you, Jay?
Oh boy, I've been having a struggle. Ever since day one, all I wanted to do was play ring matches with my friends before I even hopped in the ring, and I couldn't do that. It's been hit or miss. People were saying, well, you know, you need to change your name. You need to turn your PS4 off, turn it back on. And not to mention PSN was having issues, like because of Monster Hunter and DBZ coming out on the same week. So it's just been a struggle for Bandai Namco. So that's been my main issue. Just the ring matches have been the main problem of mine. I didn't play it for a little bit because of that, and then try to come back, and it's still having the same problem. So it's just super frustrating. They did put out a patch, and I know that they say that, you know, this one isn't going to fix everything. Some people said that it's fixed it a little bit, but again, it's still hit or miss. They still haven't fully fixed it. Well, at least they acknowledged it, but I highly think that like they just did not estimate how many people were actually going to be playing this game. And just like Nomad said, I don't like the lobby system. Going in the hub world, it's a good idea, but it just wasn't executed properly. It's way too many hoops.
It's a waste of bandwidth.
I never think it's a good idea.
There's way too many lobbies as well. Like it sounds like you're
too many
like a math equation just to get somebody to come in the same lobby as you.
Right.
So
give them your address.
That was not executed well. It's like freaking 10th or something, like to the 10th degree. So that's just a bad idea. But hopefully they fix it soon. But I just don't like the format at all for a fighting game.
At this point, it's been a whole month. The game has been out. I think what really annoys me about the servers is the fact that like it's gotten to the point where like you don't even know if people are rage quitting or if that's lag when you hop into a rank match. How do you know, right?
I've posted on Twitter so many times of like, I'll do like a special move, battle kill them, and then it says connection lost. When it says connection lost like that, that's how you know.
That's a
Oh,
raid.
okay.
Yeah, because
Okay.
you still, if it connection lost and you get kicked out the
And like
lobby.
I don't know if y'all know, but my rank is Supreme Kai, so I just want to throw it out there.
Flex,
That'd be,
Oh, wow, flex. Okay.
Flex.
I'm just saying, like, give my
Play online
respect
too
around
much, man. You little neckbeard.
Wow. Neck beard alert. This man just ended his sentence with his damn rank. How's the servers been treating you, Flock? Have you been online?
I haven't played like online against people because like I said, when I got on it, I just wanted to learn the game first. And I'm sure I played it the least. Just haven't had the time to really play it. So I wanted to learn and, play through the story and stuff and like learn the different characters I want to play with. But I was getting kicked out of practice. Like when I first started playing it, like I'm trying to practice. Like I had to do the Allen Iverson, like not a game, but we talk about practice. Like I was getting kicked from the server in practice mode. So I mean, that rubbed me the wrong way straight out the gate. But after a while, it started acting right. And like I said, I've just been, between the practice and going through the story mode, it was cool. Like I said, like JG said, I think it is like a bit cluttered with the whole server thing and how many people are in the servers. And I think that I just don't think they're strong enough to handle people that's all in there. They got to do something to fix it. They claim they've been fixing it, but I haven't played it in like a week, so I don't know.
They said there's supposed to be like 3 different patches coming out. The first one came out. Like, what is the second and third one supposed to address? Do you know?
One's supposed to be in March. They'll try to
Yeah.
adjust it.
So like ring matches, and I'm pretty sure like there's another mode coming, because the mode that they put in here with this update, it's where the house is at. So it actually took up a spot, and there's only one more empty spot. So that's what I'm thinking.
Okay. What's the name? How y'all feel about auto combos? How you feel about it, Nomad?
For this game, it works fine because it's a part of the the mechanic itself, or like to summon the Dragon Balls and stuff like that. So I mean, you can do auto combo all day, but like you gotta look at the damage output. So that's what separates like the beginning players to like middle players. For you to like pretty much up your game, you can start auto combos, but it's only gonna take you so far. So
I mean, maybe I'm reaching but I feel like this game kind of punishes players like me. Like I don't consider myself a scrub, but I'm definitely not a high tier player. I'm just an above average player. And for someone like me who can do like a decent combo, like because the more hits you get in, it scales the damage back.
Right.
And like because I can't do those fucking 100 hit combos, I feel like a person like me who's in the middle gets punished versus someone like I get beat sometimes by fucking scrubs because they spam level 3s.
Yeah.
And then they get the invincibility frames, and those level 3s just do a lot of damage compared to comboing into a level 3. You do less damage. That shit doesn't make sense to me. Like that does confuse me.
And I agree with you because it happens to me too, because they'll sit there and just push buttons. You be like, what? But that all comes down to like auto combos should have more of a recovery, like when they're doing a full more frame recovery. So like say if you do one, then I should be able to punish you. You shouldn't be able to automatically Dragon Rush right after a combo, and that will get to a lot of people. But it still gets me at times too.
That's another problem with the game. There's too many safe moves in this game, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's hard to punish.
Mostly, like some stuff are negative, but it's like so small of a negative window. It's hard to punish. So you got to be more like a read heavy type person or stuff like that, or you just gotta be super offensive and hopefully you open that person up before they open you up, because there's not a lot of defensive mechanics in the game. So,
Right. Yeah.
Jay,
you got destroyed by an auto combo button masher known as Data Dave. How do you feel about auto combos?
Really, Jay?
Damn. We also know Ace auto combos.
I didn't get destroyed, but I was not ready for the button masher known as Day to Day around the land. He's a legend. He's a legend around here.
Fight stick, baby.
Let me clear that up real quick. Jay, I saw like the TBH video with him against him. Yeah, but he's also using Yamcha with auto combos, which is even worse because Yamcha's moves pushes Yamcha back, and he's harder to punish.
The best uses not one, not two, but 3 characters that have really fast lights.
Push back. Yeah.
The funny thing about that video too, if you watch it, is that man was button mashing so hard that he was getting a lot of lucky stuff on me. The dude who was playing with us in the background, he's like, "Yo, I might need to get a fight stick." I'm like, "Bro, it's not the fight stick, bro. It's just the game is unbalanced, bro."
Because you can hit up.
Yeah, but he really thought that fight stick made him better. I'm like, bro, this is just a casual fighter. That's all that shit is, bro.
So, it's casual, definitely casual, but like, have you like the recent, just for example, the recent Winter Ball tournament, that high level play in this damn game?
Oh,
you don't see auto combos at all, Holly. You will see a lot of shit that you can punish.
Yeah, but going back to your original question, though. Yeah,
go.
Auto combos make it so that anyone can come in and play the game. I'm not mad
Absolutely,
at that.
right.
I'm not mad at it because a lot of people are like, because I'm not a super big fighting game person as well. Like I enjoy watching people play competitively because they can do stuff that I can't do because I don't like want to put all the time in. Yeah, I'm not that type of person. So it's easy for me to come in and play it, and the moves are simple. There's nothing really like out of the ordinary that I can't do. But at the same time, like I was saying, I think on the Game Illuminaughty podcast, I wish that there actually was an option to turn them off. Because again, once you get to that point where you're comfortable with everything, sometimes they end up doing it by accident. I'm not trying to, but like I just want to have a good, like, quote unquote fair match and having someone like day to day just come through and just freaking
man, hit you with a drive by.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, I can't move him up because he keeps spamming, bro. He keeps freaking spamming. Like it gets frustrating, but again, you gotta work through it. I wish that you could turn it off, like just have one of those lobbies or whatever where you could just disable it. Yeah, and
it's really too welcoming, is what you're saying.
Yeah, the thing is,
it's almost
a little bit too welcoming.
I wish you could do that too, Jay, but then it really messes up the Dragon Ball
dynamic.
Man, fuck that Dragon Ball dynamic. I don't care about that shit.
I think, and the reason I know one reason why they put that in there is because for hype moments, like you might be down like to just say 3% of your health, and you pull the combo off to get the last Dragon Ball, then boom, you got your health back, bro. It's just it's for the hype factor alone. Now, if they change it to
competitively get the Dragon Balls,
not yet. But the game's still early though. The game's still early, and they haven't really touched the surface of the game.
I was watching Winter Raw, and I was like, I didn't see any of that.
Nah, you didn't see any of that. But I'm saying the game is still early. It's only like a month.
And there's reasons for that. Like, yeah, it's too welcoming, but too like when nobody's saying you don't see it in the high tier. Just because once you get to the higher tier combos, they actually do a lot more damage, and it will open up people like. You'll do an overhead that goes to a low that go into the air or something like that. But with the cross up, like the auto combos, the thing that I don't like is that it makes you do like a special that I don't think that needs to be in there.
Because like I have done that before. Yep.
So that's pretty. I think that's something that could have been in there.
Okay. What about you, Flock? You feel any type of way about it?
I mean, for a novice like myself, I think the shit is wonderful.
Yeah, you feel like a god, right?
To be honest, dude, I'll be pulling off some stuff I ain't think. I'm like, wait a minute, did I really do that? But I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it helps. Like I said, for a novice like me, it like what he said. Like I think JG said it, for the person that's just coming into the game that's not really that great at fighters. Not saying I'm not great at fighters. I'm good at a couple, but I'm not like a fighting game guru or nothing. But for someone who, especially that game itself, I think it helps. I don't think it hurts as much, but I think I think it's a pro and a con to everything. And I just think for me personally, I think it helps because a lot of people, you got button mashers, but you still need to have some degree of skill and awareness to pull some of the stuff off. Now you'll get to your little basic 10 and 12 hit, but to pull off those ultra combos, and you really gotta know it.
Yeah, you got to throw in your system.
And before we jump off of the auto combos, it is good for kids too, because my kids, they got it as well, and they were playing, but they didn't know exactly what they're doing. Then I show them they can just push this one button to make them look like they did something. The expression on their face changed from frustration to super happy, and I think that's good for kids that want to get into fighting games at an early age and move up to it. Because I feel like this fighting games in general is probably the least when it comes to MOBAs, beginner stuff. So because you gotta have a certain understanding, and you gotta have a super commitment to it to play. So auto combos are welcome. It's not like how it was in Marvel vs. Capcom. Marvel vs. Capcom, auto combos you could turn them off, but they definitely weren't needed in Marvel. So I mean, they messed themselves with that. But auto combos work in this game particularly.
Okay.
What about you, TBH? What about you? How you feel about them?
Yeah.
I'm whatever about them. It's a cool way to initiate, but then obviously you just gotta learn how to extend it. I just get frustrated when people day to day just I don't want nobody thinking we hate day to day. That's the homie. He's just an example. I just hate how he can just hop on it and just mash some damn buttons and he can keep up with me. And because the only reason he keep up with me, I think, is because I've gotten pretty good at blocking. it's just so fucking hard to punish in this game, and they just keep mashing the square button. You got someone like TN with super hand, like they've got to do some. I feel like maybe patch the game, do some balances, add some more frames to it, so you can better punish people. Because the easiest way to punish somebody is when they drag and rush into you and you up heavy them. But other than that, it's hard to punish people.
That's where frame data comes in. Like if you know the frames, because I know like during an auto combo, you can hit them out of it. There's a gap. There is a gap. It doesn't look like it.
There's a gap, but the problem is people's connection. I don't know if it's the server or people's connections. I've noticed anything higher than a 2-frame delay, forget it, bro. Really, 3 to 5, like you'll notice it a little bit, and then anything above that, just quit the game, bro. The lag is so bad in this game, and it makes it hard to punish people.
Yeah, online definitely does play a big factor into like some of these auto comments and stuff like. Because I do play offline a lot as well, and it's totally different. It's one of these games like if you do go to tournaments stuff like that, you better have a lot of offline practice. Online is gonna mess your timing up.
I don't think in other games like a 3-frame delay would matter, like in Tekken or something like that much. But because this game it's so freaking fast and you need to react, like you need that. You don't need that delay. Like it really does bother the game, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of like what Nomad was saying. Like I'm so used to bad connections that when I do get that good connection, it throws off my my timing by a lot.
And another thing with TBH is like, you know how you say you're fighting day to day and you get hit by the auto combos because you also expecting a person to play away after you learn the system. But if you play against a button master, they don't care about none of the fucking rules, bro. They're gonna sit there and push all the down buttons, and you're gonna sit there like, well, why did he just do that?
It's an unpredictable loose cannon.
You can get away with it, you know.
it is what it is. Last but not least, how y'all feel about the community on this game? Y'all feel like they welcoming? Y'all feel like this is a good community that's gonna survive?
I'll go first.
Okay, you go first.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we had from just the tournament alone recently at Winter Brawl, they had people from NRS community, the actual anime community, the Street Fighter community, the Marvel community. All different communities actually came together and were playing. There was like no shade. Right? Yeah, I don't even know if any of them showed up, but because they never had a tournament base, so I don't know if they ever came out. But they all like came together. Whereas they're in their respective games, they don't like get along with each other too well. But this game like united a lot of communities together. I haven't got like too many hate messages online. I have got a few because of Kid Buu, but and 16 of course. But like it hasn't been as toxic as I thought it was so far. It's only a month in. But right now, it seems pretty welcoming. There's a lot of like Twitter videos and YouTube videos and stuff like that. Everybody's sharing tech.
People seem to be very helpful. I do like that.
So now they're doing that right now, and that's crazy. That takes this game. So every community, every other fighting game community, even technical people playing, to like come together. So I think this game will last for a long time. It probably will want to eventually replace a Marvel if Marvel don't do something with their game. So.
Which did already.
Yeah, they did something, but it got to do something, bro.
I agree with Nomad. I've actually only gotten 2 salty messages, and like I have like 100 some ranked matches.
I'm the only one.
You gotten a shit ton of salty messages?
I've gotten a handful of. So this is why I say it doesn't always depend on community of the messages or like community of helpful. But if you think about it, like I think the community could suffer. Not like pro wise, not like when you get up there, right? But say like if I'm playing, like I'm saying with the disconnecting, that makes me angry because the community is just a bunch of.
I'll tell you what about that, the chaos. Think about the disconnecting and rage quitting because there's no penalty system, so they're gonna just.
But that goes with community, so it's like I wouldn't leave someone like if I'm getting
right. If you get beat because you want to learn, right? Yeah, but right now the reason why people do that because it happened in Street Fighter, it happens in every fighting game that doesn't induce the penalty system right away. Like even in For Honor. Like there was no penalty in the beginning of the game, so people just could leave or just rage quit because they don't get no penalty, no timeout, no loss of points. But not, I mean, once they implement that, you'll see a lot of that connection.
Yeah, you could say that game wise, but community, I'm saying as like they could either rage quit, spam, or just sit there and wait for you. But that goes on their choices. That's not like what I mean. Like you have the choice to leave or not, right? And it's like, come on, man.
All right.
Yeah, it has negatives and positives.
At this point, we just rambling, and Nomad's playing Fortnite when he shouldn't be.
I'm not playing Fortnite.
I don't know. That's what Discord say. He's snitching on you.
No, it's up in the background. No, seriously.
It's all good, bro. It's all
wait,
good.
hold on.
We know
Have you
it's
heard any
addicting.
button presses? No.
You know it's addicting. We know it's addicting.
Have you heard any
Anyways, let's wrap this one up because at this point we rambling. Nomad need to play some Fortnite. He got that crackhead itch right now. Flock, you got the floor. I got my calculator out on my computer right now. What's your score? What do you give Dragon Ball FighterZ out of 10, Flock?
I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment, so I'm not gonna give it something too high, but I'm not gonna be that guy to give it something too low. Because it's just hard, because I think the only game I can compare this to that I played, fighting game that I played, is Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Good reference.
Like an anime type.
Yeah. So I don't want to base it off like an anime and all that. I know some people, they base it off that and use that if they crutch, but I'm just off a pure fighter. It's different. It's actually fun from what I've played. I'll give it an 8.5.
Okay, 8.5. So I'm gonna put that in the calculator. Yeah. JG, what do you give the game out of 10?
Right now, with all of the server issues and the story, the actual structure of the story really not being about much, I'm going to give it a 7.5. But when they actually fix the servers like 100% for the ring matches and everything else, then I will give it a full point higher and give it an 8.5. So it's kind of a wait and see.
Bro, you gave it a 7.5. I ain't trying to hear that.
right now, as it stands, it's a 7.5.
In this video, you gave it a 7.5.
Yes.
No bad. What'd you give it out of 10?
Being I haven't played the story, but I have watched people play the story, and I haven't been around with the server stuff. Like, the server issues do hurt it a little bit, but I'm gonna give it a 9. I think the controls are really good. Their execution is not like freaking difficult. And when, like Jay said, the servers are 100%. Yeah, of course it could go up to like 0.5.
Yeah, and balancing issues in fighting games will come back. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9, bro, because it's really fun. So it does have that fun factor, even though the servers give people headaches. That fun.
True. And what about you, Chaos? What do you give it out of a 10?
I probably had like the most time played out of everybody here. But I was gonna give it a 9, but like those issues with the servers and arena matches, like I want to play with my friends, and I haven't got enough to do that, so I'll give it an 8 out of 10 right now.
Okay. Bam. I would give it a 9 if the story was good and the online worked from day one, but it doesn't. Both the online sucks and the story sucks, so it gets to 8 it from me.
Okay.
So then let's see. That's 41 divided by how many of us is in there? Is it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, divided by 5. The official GI score, our first review ever, Dragon Ball FighterZ. We give it an 8.2. Do y'all think that's a fair score?
That's fair.
That's
no.
fair. That's
Give it an 8.5.
I'm just going by what the averages, bro. I'm going by
I know. Who gave it a 7?
That's fair, bro.
JG.
I get a 7.5.
Light skinned guy.
But he's a quitter, so
He gotta be.
He ain't gonna play much longer.
Wasn't it?
It's not my fault that I can make for raggedy streamers.
All right, so there you have it, guys. Our first review ever. We gave it an 8.2. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. I'm sure we're going to be doing more of these in the future. If you guys want to see more, let us know what games you want to see us review in the future. Leave that comment in the comment section below. Leave a like on the video. If you want to participate in videos like this or maybe others, support us on Patreon at patreon.com/GI updates. And we gonna holler at y'all later. Peace.